Hi, friends. I know that Sandra already thanked you for supporting us with the documentary and with my research as well. But I wanted to thank you myself. And I decided to make this video also to update you about what is going on and what I have been doing. And in truth, the new device that I think that all of you know, because it was an orientation that came from Daniel, the guide of the fabulous medium Scott Milligan. He gave instructions to build a device, which is, in truth, somewhat complicated because it had to be a disc in which microprojectors would be running around, and at the same time it needed water flowing. So imagine how complicated it would be. But finally I found two engineers that made a project, and I've been working on to compose the device, and it is nearly ready now. It was tested yesterday for the first time, and it was a success. So I hope that in December I will have the device here with me, and it is huge because the disc has 1.20 meters of diameter, so it is very, very large. And see what will happen, because Daniel didn't say what we should expect of the device, so it will be a surprise. Let's see. So I hope that at the beginning of the year we will have the first tests and the first results, and obviously you'll be updated. And but also I would like to talk about another thing. I think that some of you were in Orlando for the We Don't Die Discovery event organized by Sandra. There were 40 persons participating of that event, and we generated 40 videos. And it was a workshop, and in truth, nobody asked me to watch all the videos. But I think that it wouldn't be fair if I simply had recorded and put in the drawer, knowing that lots of things were done those days, and it was a very big effort from the other side to bring lots of things as they did. So I think that I had to watch all the videos, and it was 40 videos and some 1,000 transimages, but it was obviously very worthy because we learned a lot. Over those 4 workshops and the results recorded, up to now I made 6 Rinaldi reports e-magazines, some with videos and with the 1,000 images that appeared with each participant. So now I'm celebrating today because I am in the last person. I saw already 39 videos, and it is missing just one for finishing, and I'll do that tomorrow. And I think that it was incredible. I could never expect to happen so many things outside of my lab and in the United States. And with every participant happened lots of transimages that were published in our e-magazines, as my dear Amy has been spreading, and she is making a great work. And so for presenting you today, I have some transimages that I'd like to show from the 4th group. which were not published yet because I didn't finish. But there are some beautiful transimages, and I would like to share with you. So it is a way. I always say that the only way I have to retribute to your generosity is with my work. So that is what I can offer to you, and it's what I'm offering now, showing those recent transimages that were a gift, I think, for all those that participated and for all that can now share with us and learn, as I am learning, with every single fact that they produce, the phenomenon that they create, how many incredible shapes were molded in the vapor. That was amazing. And I show you some. So this was just to thank you once more. And I'll keep you updated. And I hope with the good news. I trust it will be good news in our next video. So a big embrace to all of you. This is our friend and participant of the workshop in the 4th group, Graham. He came from Thailand, and beside him we have a beautiful child that was shaped in the vapor aside him. We were using a humidifier, and when the vapor was in the air, it was shaped into many different formats. Still with Graham, we see that appeared as in the middle of the vapor, a beautiful child, nearly a baby. And we do hope that someone can recognize this child. We still have Graham in front of the camera, and a beautiful owl was designed around him over a cloth, a brilliant cloth that he was holding in front of the camera. Now we have another attendee of the course. That was Phil Dyke, the famous English medium. And while he was holding also a cloth in front of him, he was transfigured into this girl, this blonde girl, with a stripe in her head. And when I saw this transimage, I promptly reminded of Melissa. In that picture that we can see, that was sent by Patricia, Melissa's mother, and where Melissa was also using a stripe in her front. And what called my attention is that Melissa, she passed it due to a heart issue, and we see that we know that she was and is an artist. Make sculptures. She was extremely creative. And while Phil was holding a cloth, some very, very modern shapes and formats and designs appear. And for instance, these two designs are supposed to be owls. And it is completely different in style than what we are used. Full of colors, with some volume, with delicate traces, real artwork. And now something very modern appear
instead see that the traces of that owl is from absolutely different artists. And for many reasons, we suppose that it was done by Melissa. Another person, here we have Diana. She was also in the fourth group. And observe that behind her, where we had a black cloth and the vapor in front, it was shaped and designed many different transimages. And we have a beautiful, very large one behind her. Also behind Diana, with all the tails and giving the impression of a volume. And this other also is from Diana's video. When I saw that transimage, I had the impression that it could be Albert Einstein. The hair, at least, is similar, and the mustache, and curiously, he is smiling. What is something absolutely unusual for an inventor, a scientist like him. But Tesla also have been appearing smiling. I think that this image is absolutely nice. This is Mary, also from the fourth group. And observe how creative, how incredible is the art from the other side. In the vapor, and in the light, that moment we had a blue light turned on, and aside Mary, they shaped an image that he seems to be resting in her shoulder. So I think it's so cute. And this is our last image for today. And observe that the image was still being shaped as the vapor was flowing to the air and spreading. And observe the quality and how clear is the hair. It seems for me a little boy and full of expression. And this is Shane, also from the fourth group. So that is what I had to show to you. And I leave a big embrace to all. See you soon.